It is an amazing day for Yu-Gi-Oh! As we get to have an exhibition match between Rokket, Dragon Link, and Burning Abyss. I'm here with my boy Mishak.
Yo, what's up, everybody?
He is the pilot of Rokket, Dragon Link, but I get the opportunity to go first. I'm going to normal summon Fiendish Rhino Warrior and then activate the effect of Farfa to special summon itself to the side of the field. Typically, when you have a Burning Abyss monster and a non-Burning Abyss monster on your side of the field, Farfa would immediately be destroyed. But because of Fiendish Rhino Warrior, my Fiend monsters cannot be destroyed. I'll use both of those monsters for an Exceed summon of Dante Traveler to Burning Abyss, being able to send another Rhino and 2 Skarms, and now I'll be able to trigger Rhino's effect.
And then I'll ask you.
That's not very friendly, right? Like you shouldn't do stuff like that.
I mean, you also shouldn't go in like this at the beginning of the game, so that's your fault.
I got to. It's Burning Abyss.
Okay, well.
So to proceed with my turn, I am going to discard a Seer to be able to Exceed summon into Beatrice, Lady of Eternal. And that's pretty much going to be the end of my turn. I'm going to set 2 cards face down and right back to you.
You say that, but those back row, can I even play?
I mean, maybe. I'm going to go ahead and use the effect of Skarm on my end phase to search Tour Guide from the Underworld. And yeah, it's all you, man. 2 face down to the Beatrice. Can't beat that board?
Of course I can.
Okay, well, let's see what you got. I do like that you hand trap the Fiendish Rhino Warrior. A lot of times that is a weakness, but unfortunately, since I did have an additional Burning Abyss, I at least got to make the Beatrice. No IP Beatrice, but I at least got the Beatrice. Had you have did that on a Tour Guide, I just would have been stuck. It would have been nothing I could do.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be your turn. Let's see what you got.
All right. So for my turn, I'm obviously gonna take a long time.
Yeah, you take Mishak amounts of time.
It takes Mishak amount of time to play as good as Mishak. I'm going to use Quick Launch. Quick Launch allows me to special summon a Rokket from my deck.
So how exactly does the Rokket strategy work now with the Forbidden List?
It is weird. Like, I expected it to be like, oh, just go back to what you were doing. But now it's like, why don't you just do this other thing that's more consistent?
It's a little more fluid.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that let me get the Rokket Tracer.
So I'm like, so the Rokket Dragon Link isn't necessarily like, it's a Rokket deck, obviously, but it's focused on so much. You have Link summoning, which is why it gets Rokket Dragon Link. You have Synchro summoning. Now you can summon fusion monsters to your side of the field. Yeah. And I guess basically how this deck operates is that it's just a collaboration of dragon monsters that have really good effects to continuously put monsters to your side of the field so you can make bigger monsters.
Yeah.
I think that would be the best way to put it.
Yeah,
okay.
Very much. So I linked off into a Striker Dragon. Striker's effect allows me to get the Boot Sector launch. Then I use the Guard Dragon spell card.
No. So Ice Dragon's Prison is actually a really good counter to decks that are reliant on their graveyard. I know you haven't used Rokket Tracer's effect to destroy just yet, so I figured I'd get rid of it now. And I get to get rid of a monster on your side of the field. As well as, your World Legacy Guard Dragon Fizzles with no effect.
I can Quick Launch again.
Sir.
Yeah.
Sir.
What's up?
I got rid of your Rokket Tracer.
Did you?
You know what I hate about this card too?
What?
Is that it can target itself.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not necessarily a Paleozoic Dynamiscus target. It's not really a Ice Dragon's Prison target. You'll just get rid of it.
So I'm going to normal summon the Rokket Recharger. And then
Synchro summon the Borlo. Synchro summon the Borlo. Do it right now.
Why would I do that?
Because you want a big monster on your side of the field. Bigger than Beatrice.
I'm going to have a big monster on my side of the field.
Okay.
That giant Dragoonity. And yeah, I'll use this effect to get the Dragon's Ravine to my hand.
You know what I do like about this particular combo sequence? A lot of players think that this would be the weak point. Sometimes it's just not. Like, sometimes you already have the cards in your hand that you need to be able to break it. So it's like, whatever.
Why don't I just get more?
Yeah.
So Dragon's Ravine, I'm going to get rid of the Boot Sector launch to send the Absorrouter to the graveyard.
Okay, so this time you could say that you needed the Absorrouter or the Dragon Ravine?
Probably. You got rid of my first Rokket Tracer, so
yeah, fair.
Probably was and then since I special summoned the White Dragon, it was probably just because I had to get rid of some stuff.
Okay, fair. So I see what you're doing here. Guard Dragon LP with a Romulus on the field. You're trying to bait another disruption here, and getting the effect of White Dragon Wyvern Buster to add another card, or Black Dragon, from your deck to your hand. Just wanted to let you guys know, if you want to see deck profiles of either of these decks, they are both already uploaded on the channel, so be sure to check out those links we have down below in the description. Also, destroy that like button if you want to see more live duels. Let's try to get to 1,000 likes.
So I'm going to use the War Legacy Guard Dragon to move the OP over, because its effect requires a place where two link monsters point to.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to waste any more resources for that.
So I'm actually gonna be forced to use Beatrice right here. I don't know exactly what you want to summon, but I'm not gonna leave anything to chance. I'm gonna detach the Farfa to activate Beatrice's effect. And the crazy thing is, even if you had Ash for Beatrice, I detached Farfa, so I'll be able to get its effect. I'll send Absolute King Backjack and then use Backjack as Chain Link 2. Farfa will banish your Guard Dragon LP, meaning you won't be able to use its effect, seeing that it's an ignition effect.
Yeah.
So it's actually still cool that you're playing through so many disruptions and you're still doing something with it. Like you can still make some really scary plays, and that's one thing that I think players underestimate about Rokket Dragon Link, is they're like, oh, you can't play through disruptions. I mean, so far you're doing pretty fine playing through two. Yeah. I know you got Black Dragon in your hand, so it's not completely over.
That's another thing, is like the changes that we made to the deck feels like I can play through more. Like before it was like, if you stop me here, that's it. But now it's like, if you stop me here, I can try to do more stuff.
Yeah.
We'll give it a shot and see how it goes.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna banish the special summon, the Black Dragon, link the Black Dragon off into Striker Dragon, use Striker Dragon's effect to destroy itself to add, I believe, Rokket Tracer to my hand.
No, if you add, well, you only have one Rokket Tracer in graveyard. If you add Rokket Chaser,
right, the Rokket Recharge.
Fortunately, you do have a Rokket Recharger, so that helps. And you have another Rokket Recharger. And
since Striker Dragon's effect, Striker Dragon was destroyed by a card effect, I can use Rokket Recharge's effect, targeting the Striker Dragon to special summon the Rokket Tracer.
That is crazy. So now this is crazy. You still have full combo. You still have full. I'm gonna use the effect of Absolute King Backjack. It looks like you're gonna chain Rokket Tracer to Backjack to destroy the Romulus. You're gonna see a lost win, but that's crazy how you still had full combo even after playing through multiple disruptions. This is insane, guys.
Yeah. So special summon the Silver Rokket and use the Silver Rokket and the Rokket Tracer to sync into the Borreload Savage Dragon.
Mm-hmm. Borreload Savage Dragon is actually really, really good too. You know, it gets that Romulus, the only World Link monster you had in your grave. You don't want to use Striker Dragon, not strong enough, not enough material. Unfortunately, to the effect of Borreload Savage Dragon, I am going to use that face down Lost Twin. I don't think that there were any other play sequences that you could have done though, but you played through quite a few disruptions, and I don't think that your hand was like the best hand in the world. It was just a regular hand that you're just chugging along with. And you were able to, you know, pretty much force me to use a good amount of my resources in order to do so. So, dang, this Rokket Dragon Link deck is actually the sauce, guys. It really is. I'm still scared of it. Like, if it weren't for that Absolute King Backjack hitting the Lost Win, then this might be a whole different ball game right now. So it's going to be my turn, and of course we only have to deal with a Borreload Savage Dragon, but I do have Tour Guide from the Underworld. Unfortunately for you, I know all cards in your hand right now, because you only have one. It's the Rokket Recharge and off the Striker Dragon. I'm going to special summon Graph Malbrink of the Burning Abyss, and I'm going to use both of those monsters. It looks like I was thinking about an Exceed summon, but we're going to go ahead and go for a Link summon of Cherubini Ebon Angel of the Burning Abyss, triggering the effect of Graph to be able to special summon a Burning Abyss monster from my deck to my side of the field. My monster of choice, you know, I still have to deal with this Borreload Savage Dragon. I don't care if it's 1500, I'm trying to go for game. I have to deal with Borreload Savage Dragon. And that's one of the bigger weaknesses of the Burning Abyss strategy, is that you put a huge monster on board, it's not like I just make it go poof and it just disappears. Like, I gotta do stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but you can still poof and make it disappear.
Yeah, for like a turn. But if it was like a big monster that said it couldn't be targeted, I ain't doing nothing. I just ain't doing nothing. I'm gonna go ahead and special summon Farfa Malbrink of the Burning Abyss to my side of the field. And now I'm just trying to figure out how can I exactly go for game. Boral Sword Dragon would probably be the move. Farfa would allow me to, banish his Boral load for a turn. Beatrice the Eternal Lady might be the card to be able to use, detaching Dante to be able to send a monster from the deck, a card from the deck to the graveyard. One of Burning Abyss's biggest weaknesses, not only as I stated, if you make an untargetable huge monster, really, really struggle to get over. But another one of the weaknesses is the graveyard. If you guys are wondering how to beat Burning Abyss, if you can stop them from allocating those resources in the graveyard like Dante and Seer, the strategy kind of just breaks down. But right now we're in a format where rank 4s aren't as prevalent. I'm going to send Barbar and then trigger the effect of Dante and Barbar. Dante will allow me to add Seer from my graveyard to my hand. Barbar will banish corresponding Burning Abyss monsters from my graveyard to be able to inflict damage. So you're going to take that 900 damage, and I'll get a Seer back into my hand. This continuous loop is what makes Burning Abyss so powerful. So now I'm going to commit my normal summon of Seer to my side of the field. I'm going to use Cherubini, Farfa, and the Seer itself for a link summon into a Boral Sword Dragon. Players are probably wondering why my Burning Abyss monsters weren't destroyed, because I have Beatrice, which is not a Burning Abyss. But Cherubini actually protects my Burning Abyss from being destroyed. So we're going to get Farfa and Seer's effect to banish your Boral Low Dragon, as well as the Seer to be able to spell summon Dante back to the side of the field. Damn, Dante, back at it again with the white bands.
So there was a bit of a misplay when LP was banished. We forgot to bring it back.
We forgot to bring it back,
but it's back now.
Yeah, it's definitely. It wouldn't. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't even care. This is still enough damage for game. I'm going to go ahead and attack with Beatrice, Lady of the Eternal. And it looks like you have the Rocket
Recharger.
Oh, Rocket Recharger, yeah, you're right. All right, so you are going to take damage, but you will be able to special summon a monster to your side of the field.
Yes.
What monster are you going to summon?
Rocket Recharger.
Oh, that is 2100 defense. That is a smart move. Unfortunately for you, my back row card does come in clutch. I have Trap Trick. I'm going to use this effect to be able to banish Ice Dragon's Prison. Not Paleozoic Dynamiscus. You didn't see that. I'm going to banish Ice Dragon's Prison. That's obviously the better choice. And because I banished Ice Dragon's Prison, I can set it and use it this turn. I will activate the effects of Ice Dragon's Prison, targeting a dragon monster in your graveyard, special summoning it to my side of the field, but then banishing 2 monsters with the same type on the field. How you feel about your other Rocket Tracer being banished?
That was not nice.
Yeah. Unfortunately for you, this is enough for game. Dante, Boral Sword attacking twice, switching the Beatrice to defense position so it can attack an additional time. Hypothetically, even if you did have the life points, I just would have made Divine Arsenal AA Zeus with a Downer Magician under the Dante. So, yeah, it would have been hard for you to overcome that game anyways. But yeah, you lost game 1, you can go first game 2.
Alrighty, so I'm going to start off by normal summoning the Black Metal Dragon. I'm going to link that off into the Striker Dragon, activating both Striker Dragon and the Black Metal Dragon.
Okay. So the cool thing that I actually like about this, some people don't really know, is that you can chain block a lot of times. Like, if you wanted to get that Boot Sector launch, you can chain block by putting the Black Metal Dragon as Chain Link 2, and vice versa. If you already had a Boot Sector launch in your hand, or if you needed the Boot Sector launch and already had the Red Eyes, because we do play an additional target in this particular variant, you could chain block again.
Yeah. So I'm going to banish the Striker Dragon to special summon the Red Eyes. Red Eyes effect to bring back Black Metal Dragon. And I'm going to link both of those off into Dragoonity Romulus.
Okay. And now you get the chain block again because you do play. For the guys that are wondering, if you have seen the original Dragon Link deck profile, the only thing that has changed in this particular build, if I remember correctly, is a Red Eyes Retro Dragon and another Rocket Recharge.
Yep.
Those are the only 2 things. They were added. Nothing was taken out. Those 2 cards were added.
Yeah. So we're going to use the Dragoonity's effect with the Black Metal Dragon, giving me the Retro Dragon and Dragon's Ravine.
And I can't Ash to Romulus if I did play Ash because Black Metal Dragon was Chain Link 2. So I could stop you from getting Retro Dragon.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I mean, it's big,
It's big. Oh. What's big is this Dragon's Ravine right here.
Yeah. So Dragon's Ravine, going to send I discard a card from my hand to send the Omni Dragon Brotar to the graveyard. I'm gonna activate Boot Sector Launch. Boot Sector Launch allows me to special summon up to 2 rockets from my hand with different names. I'm gonna special summon the Silver Rocket and the Rocket Tracer. I'm gonna link off the Rocket Tracer into the Guard Dragon LP. No, that was wrong. I'm going to link both of them off into the Krishan Hucklefiber.
Yeah, see, trying to go through your normal.
Yeah, I know. It's
so many
weird.
sequences.
Hulk to get me the Rocket Synchron, and I'm gonna link off the Hulk and the Dragoonity into a 2-negate Apollosa.
See, if I play hand traps, I can't hand trap you now because you have that 2-negate Apollosa. And if I did hand trap you beforehand, you probably still could have played through it, depending on what you had there.
So now I'm gonna link off the Synchron into the LP, and since the Apollosa has those arrows, I don't need anything else. I can use the LP's effect to special summon.
Man, you was excited when you figured that out.
Yeah, I know, right? Special summon the Seyfert. I believe I'm gonna use Seyfert's effect to destroy the Seyfert.
I think
Or
it's
send to the graveyard. I
yeah.
apologize. Send Seyfert to the graveyard to add Black Dragon to my hand.
Okay. Black metal. Black Dragon, definitely.
Just so I have more.
Yeah, if you started off with the Safer combo, then you get the Red Eyes cards, right?
Yeah.
And if you start off with the Red Eyes combo, you get the Safer to get the Black and White Dragon.
Yeah.
This way you go through both of your starter cards and you have full combo.
Yep.
Okay, that's
So
cool.
I'm gonna use the Black Dragon to special summon the OP. Black Dragon's effect goes
Pisty.
to Pisty.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay.
Black Dragon gets me White Dragon. Then I'm going to use Pisty's effect to special summon the Omni Dragon Brotar.
Okay. So you're pretty much on a roll here. Omni Dragon Brotar is going to discard a card from your hand to be able to search a dragon monster. I hate that you did that backwards, but I mean, who cares? You're probably going to pick up your graveyard and be like, oh, yeah, put it in the graveyard. They're not going to be able to see it, but we know.
It'll be okay.
We'll survive. So you're going to get the Chaos Dragon Levianeer. This is really good.
Yeah.
This is really strong, guys. Oh, look what you're doing. You're going to pick up your graveyard to discard.
No, so gonna banish 3 dragons from my graveyard. 3 dark dragons. I apologize. 3 dark. They don't have to be dragons, right?
No, they just have to be dark.
3 dark monsters. Especially some of the Chaos Dragon Levianeer.
That card's very jerkish.
Yeah.
You didn't have to do all this.
No, you're good. So Chaos Dragon Levianeer, when I send 3 darks, I can send a random card from my opponent's hand back into their deck.
And now he's just declaring, what numbers are which, so it can be random. I'm gonna lose the 5th card out of my hand. That was a tour guide from the Underworld.
Oh.
Not that I needed it, because you're gonna do all this stuff. So I ain't really need it, but it would have been nice to have, I would love to start off with more cards than you because I went second. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. So I'm gonna send the Synchron to banish the Synchron from my graveyard, to special summon the white. And then I'm going to banish Pisty, LP, and Levianeer to special summon the Trish.
And this card's I'm so happy it isn't regular Trish. Even though this deck can play regular Trish, which is crazy. But this card's still going to banish a card out of my extra deck. And I remember when we were playtesting a little bit, I only ran 1 Divine Arsenal AA Zeus. So we'd always banish the Zeus. And then so through deck building, I was like, well, I'm only playing 1 Zeus. I have the room. So I switched it to 2 Zeus, and he went through my deck this time. He was like, wait a second. We had a good laugh at that one. We had a definitely good laugh at that. Beatrice is definitely the best target. And you get rid of probably one of the best cards to break this board you're going to make right now. So thank you. Thank you. That Trishula got there.
It also lets me send
Banish
a monster from my deck. So I banish the Tempest. Banishing the Tempest allows me to add the Draco to my hand. Did that go through?
Yeah, you added the Draco and then you're gonna use the quick launch.
Yeah.
We could have edited it out, just trying to collapse the game down so you guys could see it. But I'm 1,000% sure you added the Drake.
I know the Drake was in there.
Yeah.
So quick launch to special summon Rocket Tracer.
So here's where this man can Trishulus us, and we'll start off with 4 cards. But he's so generous. He's not gonna rip a card out of our hand. He's gonna start off with 4 cards in his hand. I want 4 cards in my hand.
Yeah.
No. So after you VFD me, you're gonna have enough cards in your hand to actually come back into the game if I were to break this law.
Yeah, I mean you can't, but yeah.
I can. I definitely can. I don't care about VFD.
No, you guys do T-set pass? That's all you can? Oh,
I'm not gonna T-set pass, okay? Okay? More than one trap is not a T-set.
You're not wrong.
So just before you were gonna go right into the VFD, so happy to go into calamities. You almost forgot to draw. We're gonna fix that up real quick. You're gonna draw your 2 additional cards. And then it looks like you're going to be going into that VFD. A very, very powerful board. Really no need to play anything else because the Apollosa does stop the Ciphering Gear Gamma. And if you had the correct extender, you could have just went ahead and made a Borreload Savage Dragon too. So obviously not complete full combo, but I mean, this is what the deck does nowadays. It's not fair.
It's pretty good. Gonna activate calamities during the standby phase.
You ain't gotta tap it like that. I know you're using it. You ain't gotta let me know. So I'm gonna go ahead and set 4 cards face down. This is not a T set. And instead of setting a monster, that's right, I'm bad. I am going to look at my face downs and I'm gonna let my monster look at you. You know, we ain't gotta hide for nothing. You know, we're gonna normal summon our bar breaker. This is not what you expected, bro. You don't know what to do about this. Nope. But yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Alright, well during your end phase, I'm gonna go ahead and activate my face down.
No.
What?
Oh, I remember this.
What? It's just
no.
Like Cosmic Cyclone.
And you hit the card. So like I remember I was telling you all this stuff, that how you was gonna lose and everything, how this is gonna cause the game. I just realized if I activated that trap trick, I wouldn't have been able to do all the things.
Oh, why not?
It restricts me from. I can only use 1 trap per turn after I use trap trick.
Oh wow!
And I needed the Fiend Griefing.
Oh.
But you would have, if that was the Fiend Griefing, you just would have Cosmic Cycloned it anyways in 1. So it wouldn't have mattered.
So I'm gonna special summon the Draco, then use Monster Reborn to bring back the Rocket Tracer.
Mm-hmm.
And then, oh boy! Then I'm gonna sink the Rocket Tracer and the Draco into the Borreload Savage Dragon.
That's a pretty good card you got there. In response to the summon of your Borreload Savage Dragon, I actually have a, to its activation. I want to activate that Ice Dragon's Prison. You must love this card. I know. You must love this card. You gotta love this card. I'm going to special summon your Omni Dragon Brotar and then banish your Borreload and the Brotar.
That was rude.
You're rude.
What did I do wrong?
You calamities me.
You'll be okay.
I'll be okay.
Yeah.
I'll be okay.
Yep. So I'll switch calamities into attack mode, and then smack it in the face.
I don't think that's gonna work, G. I'm gonna go ahead and activate Lost Wind. I'm gonna have the attack of your True King of all Calamity. Thank you for giving me the game though. I appreciate it. So your monster is gonna be 15, Barbar 17. This is why we don't T set. It's T minus your life points.
I'm gonna activate Rocket Recharge.
Oh wait, hold on, time out. I was playing.
Since the card for Rocket Recharge's effect, it just has to be a dark. So I'm gonna use that to special summon the Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Red Eyes effect kicks in, which allows me to special summon.
Sir. This is your battle phase. You can use Red Eyes effect, but we go into main phase 2 and I get to keep my Barball.
Right.
Oh, all right.
I mean, I'm gonna attack that, but yeah.
You try to special summon during battle phase.
You're not wrong.
He tried to use ignition effects during the battle phase. And here's actually where we had a little bit of a discrepancy. You were trying to special summon that Trishula. I remember this.
Yeah.
So the reason why you can't special summon Trishula is because it is a fusion monster, and in order for you to summon a fusion synchro Exceed monster from the graveyard, it would have to be summoned properly. Trishula's effect to special summon itself does not count as a fusion summon. It's a special summon.
That's stupid.
I mean, fine by me.
So I'm gonna get the Rocket Tracer.
What you gonna do with that Rocket Tracer, boy? What you gonna do? It don't matter. I'm just gonna do it. I ain't got nothing else for you, but I got something real nasty for you. A lot of decks will side in like Harpy's Feather Duster and Cosmic Cyclones. You sided in Cosmic Cyclones.
I did.
I got something for you. I'm gonna go ahead and special summon Bar Malbreaker of the Burning Abyss to my side of the field, and I'm gonna tribute it for a Majesty's Feet. Vanity's Feet. I'm gonna pass my turn after setting a card face down. Go ahead. Harpy's Feather Duster out.
Yeah. So the funny part about this is I realized very quickly that Infinite Impermanence wasn't great because everything I tried to Infinite, the only thing I can hit is the Tour Guide. So I was like, okay, I'll get rid of the Infinite Impermanence for the Cyclones and Harpy's Feather Duster. Yeah, then this came up. And it was like, oh. Huh.
It was like, wait, hold on, time out. What is this? What is this trickery going around?
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe I had like 2 quick launches in my hand. Like I had nothing but special summons happening. I was like, how do I can't special summon anything.
Oh man, so I'm just gonna attack over your Black Metal Dragon and then feed the Shrine Warrior 1400. Yeah, this is literally where you get them, guys. This is how you do it. You make them think that you're playing Burning Abyss Trap and you slam that Vanity's Feet on the field. You're like, go ahead. You go play Yu-Gi-Oh, bro.
Like I literally got the Black Metal Dragons effect and went for the retro because I can't do anything with Darkness Metal. It's like all I can do is set and hope to draw something, but I don't think I have anything in my deck that can actually do anything.
What about those infinite impermanences? It sucks, man. Sucks. At least you get to attack on my Phoenix Rhino Warrior.
Yeah.
Not a great
Take
idea.
that.
Yeah, I'm gonna activate Phoenix Rhino Warrior's effect. Thank you for giving me to me because I don't need the special summon when I got the stronger monster on the field.
Well, that was aggressive.
You can't just normal summon Chainsaw Insect to out one monster or something? You don't play Chainsaw Insect?
Who would play that?
I mean, do you want to out a Vanity's Fiend or not? Just play Chainsaw Insect.
You know what? Fight.
Impermanence also works too.
Oh my gosh, you just gotta keep bringing it up, huh?
Oh man, so Skarm on the end phase is going to allow me to get a Dark level 3 Fiend. I wish it said just Dark or Fiend, level 3 Fiend. I would have got into the Rhino Warrior, but I had to get Tour Guide for me Underworld. So, we're gonna go ahead and get Tour Guide just in case you do break that Vanities. I am a little skeptical of your face down. This game can still go either way, even though I'm pretty relaxed on this. I'm confident you side it out. I mean, good players would side out that Infinite Impermanence. Like, you can hit certain cards, but once I get going, it's like you lose.
Yeah.
So, Vanity's Fiend is going to attack with our Red Aura's Retro Dragon, inflicting another 700. I'm going to set a monster in defense and pass my turn.
Alright, so my turn starts off.
Uh-oh.
The funny part about this turn, if I'm not mistaken, I drew into like a Monster Reborn. And I was like, oh. Almost good.
Oh, man.
So I have to just set a card and pass.
So I'm going to go ahead and tribute my Farfa to go ahead and normal summon Majesty's Fiend. Meshach, I know you're not acquainted with this lock, but Majesty Fiend says monster effects cannot be activated.
So, look. I still have cards that I can set. That was a whole Ash that you couldn't stop.
Oh, yeah, man. You could not stop it. Could not stop it, but I'm pretty sure that is game.
Definitely scoop.
Unfortunately, Rocket Dragon Link has to take another loss to the Burning Abyss. This rivalry, I'm not gonna lie though, has been amazing. We did it last format, Burning Abyss versus Rockets, and now we have to renew the rivalry. Hopefully every format, because I like getting free W's against Rockets. With Burning Abyss.
I will say this though, I really do like the new setup we have for it because the fact that I go into the Apollosa and then I'm able to make the Calamities is just like I don't have to, because I remember we had played a match and you made Calamities and you were like, wow, I'm gonna wait until you activate an effect. That way I can chain it.
Yeah, exactly.
And you can't stop it.
Yeah.
But in this way, like I can use it on my standby without having to worry about anything because I have the protection. So
yeah, it's like you have the Apollosa. A lot of times you will have that Borload Savage Dragon too.
Yeah.
So if they do try, even if they have Imperm, it's like, all right, Borload Savage Dragon, that Apollosa the Gammas, we're good. I'm not losing. This is just the safest Calamities that could ever happen. So you're 100% right about that. But thank you guys so much for watching another segment of the TheCaliEffect. I really hope you guys enjoyed this live duel. Meshach, it always is awesome having you on the channel, showing off how powerful Rocket Dragon Link can be.
Yeah, I love being here, man.
And if you guys want to see more videos, go ahead and check them out of those live duels, and we'll catch you on the next one.
All right, let's go.